All right, let's get our brains firing with a classic brain teaser. Now, you've probably seen this one pop up before, but do you remember the solution? It's a fantastic exercise in thinking outside the box. Let's dive right in. So, here's the deal. It's just you, an endless supply of water, and these two jugs. That's it. No special measuring lines, no tricks up your sleeve. The goal? To end up with precisely 4 liters in one of those jugs. Feel free to pause and think about it for a sec if you want. Got your guess? Okay, let's break this thing down. Okay, so before we start splashing water around, we need to lay down the ground rules. You know, every great puzzle has its limits, and understanding them is absolutely the key to cracking this one. So here's your toolkit, and it's pretty simple. You can fill either jug all the way up, you can dump either jug out completely, and of course, you can pour from one jug into the other. And that's it. Somehow, from just these basic moves, we've got to get to exactly 4 liters. So are you ready for the solution? Well, guess what? There are actually 2 of them. We're going to start with what most people consider the faster way, the one that gets us to 4 liters with the fewest steps. All right, step 1, go ahead and fill that big 5-liter jug right to the brim. Now, very carefully, you're going to pour from that big jug into the small one until the 3-liter jug is full. So think about it. What's left in the big one? We started with 5. We poured out 3, which leaves us with exactly 2 liters. And this right here, this is the breakthrough moment. See, we had no way to measure 2 liters directly. But by using one jug to subtract from the other, we just created it out of thin air. This 2-liter amount is the secret key that unlocks the whole puzzle. Okay, so we've got our magic 2 liters. What do we do with them? First, dump out the 3-liter jug, so it's empty. Now, pour those precious 2 liters into it. So now the 3-liter jug has space for exactly 1 more liter, right? So we go back, fill the big 5-liter jug up again, and then just top off the little jug. And that uses exactly 1 liter from our full 5-liter jug. And boom! Just like that, the 5-liter jug was full, we poured out just 1 liter, and it's now holding exactly 4. Puzzle solved. But hold on. What if you'd started the other way around? So, if you thought to yourself, hey, I'm going to fill the 3-liter jug first, don't you worry. You were totally on the right track, just a different track. Let's walk through that second method. It takes a couple more steps, but it's just as clever. For this method, we grab the little guy first, fill it up, and dump all 3 liters into the big 5-liter jug. Then you fill that 3-liter jug again. Now remember, the big jug already has 3 liters in it, so it only has room for 2 more. When we pour from our full 3-liter jug to top it off, we're left with a very important little bit of water. And would you look at that? By topping off the big jug, we've perfectly isolated exactly 1 liter in the small one. This single liter is our new key. It's a different path, for sure, but we're using the exact same principle, creating a new measurement to work with. All right, we're in the home stretch now. Let's see how this builds up. We empty the big 5-liter jug completely, then we pour our carefully saved 1 liter into it. And for the final move, we fill the 3-liter jug one last time and pour all of it in with the 1 liter. So you've got that 1 liter, you add the 3 liters, and what does that give you? 4 liters! We did it again! It's pretty cool, right? 2 totally different ways of pouring, but both paths lead to the exact same answer. So, you might be thinking this is just a clever party trick, right? Well, not exactly. There's some real logic under the surface here that actually guarantees we can find a solution. Let's take a quick peek at the why behind it all. So let's put them head to head for a second. You can see why we call the first method the fast way. It's 6 steps versus 8. The only real difference is which building block you create first. Do you isolate 2 liters, like in the first method, or do you isolate 1 liter, like in the second? Both work perfectly. And that, right there, is the real secret to this whole thing. You never actually measure 4 liters. The entire solution is about using the only 2 measurements you have, 3 and 5, to create totally new amounts that aren't marked on the jugs. It's the perfect example of creative problem solving, thinking outside the jug, literally. Okay, so now you know the method, but I'll leave you with one final question to chew on. Using this same logic, what other exact amounts could you measure with just these 2 jugs? I mean, we already made 1 liter and 2 liters on our way to 4. What else is possible? The main puzzle might be solved, but the real thinking is just getting started. Thanks for tuning in.